I'm Professor Laura Bennet from the University of Auckland, the Department of Physiology in New Zealand. I started off actually in psychology and history, which is an odd combination for a scientist. But I learnt very early on that people in history are very mad, and so psychology was very good. But I got really interested in head injuries in children. So I started to train my master's and then on to a PhD in fetal physiology. So looking at fetal movements and fetal breathing movements and fetal cardiovascular physiology and brain activity. And I went on then to have a postdoctoral fellowship at University College London before returning to New Zealand in the mid-90s to set up my own research team. I remember my first physiology meeting where I stuttered my way through a conference presentation. In those days, you got elected on the basis of your work and how you presented, and I was so nervous. And some of the most senior professors there were asking questions, and I just thought, oh, this is not for me. But they were amazing people, very, very supportive, came and talked to me afterwards. I did get elected to the Physiological Society, and to now become a fellow is just an amazing honour, and it's a tradition I hope that I can pass on to my own students and fellows and have them try and really build their richness of their careers. We need to come back to the basics of physiology. It's been lost. So departments of physiology are now departments of physiology and lots of other things. We've lost the concept of physiology as part of our science education in many ways. If we don't understand what's happening to us, we cannot build our knowledge in terms of treatment development, understanding how we can improve our outcomes and our sustainability of life. We see on the news every day all of this change in climate, and we know that temperatures are rising, and that has an impact on our physiology, and it has an impact on the beginning of life. Pregnant women have difficulties with dealing with a second person on board, and we already know from our preliminary information that when the fetus is not within its thermoregulatory range, it's not within its metabolic tolerances, then the outcomes for those babies is really bad. We have a future ahead of us to get on top of things like climate change, but also to better understand how our environment impacts upon us all so that we can be born to live healthy and productive lives.